The Translate X movement we're going to work on now is going to make our current jaw movement a little bit more interesting to look at, a little more appealing. Let's select our jaw control and we'll go to our Translate manipulator. Okay, so it's going to be the side-to-side movement of the jaw that we're going to work on. And later on we'll actually go ahead and add a mouth roll pass. Okay, that's going to be secondary. But for right now we'll just work on the Translate X movement. Just undid all of that. And also I want to note that this is, if we looked on our reference footage, it's not really too noticeable, this side-to-side movement, but we're actually going to be exaggerating it a little bit more, adding on to it. And remember, we want to start with our extreme poses first, then move on to our in-betweens. So let's begin. Okay, and our first adjustment we'll make is on frame 52. And on frame 52, let's translate the jaw a little bit more to our right, not much, like that. So when we scrub through, here's what we get. And if at all it starts getting cluttered, notice how it's getting cluttered on our timeline with keys. What we can do is go to our perspective graph view, okay, and actually load up our face cam right here where the perspective would be. You could zoom into it a little bit and begin tweaking a little bit more. Also make sure we're in our Translate X of our F curve, so we could just focus on that and hit F so we can see the curve in more detail. Okay, so this is going to be really helpful to see where we're placing our keys. Let's continue our adjustments. Okay. And you may be wondering how we're going to move the jaw. Well, we actually can move it from our channels here. So if we select the Translate X from this channel, from our channel box, and use the middle mouse button and click and drag side to side, notice we're still able to move our jaw control around. So we don't necessarily need to select our jaw control. Alright, that's just FYI. So let's continue. Let's go to frame 83 now. And this time we're going to roll the jaw to the left slightly. Not much. About there's fine. Okay, and we'll scrub through. Okay, let's continue. Let's see. Let's go to about the laugh area on about frame 98. And on frame 98, we'll just have the jaw move a little bit more to our left, like that. And we'll continue. Let's go to frame 130 now, and we'll move the jaw a little bit more to our right now, like that, so that it's about straightened up. And on this segment where the character's saying let's go to about 140, frame 140, and let's bring it more, his jaw more to his left. Okay, about right there. And if we look at our graph editor, that movement might be a little bit too fast. So what we can do is select this key on frame 140, hold shift and middle mouse button, click and drag about 3 frames over or so, like that. Okay, and let's continue with our extreme poses. Let's see. Let's start focusing on the area where our character is talking, around this range. So we'll actually adjust our range slider so we can focus in. like that. And for where the character is saying you and have you seen on frame 193, let's straighten up the jaw. Let's bring it more to our right. Like that. Okay, and we'll continue. And around the time where he's saying seen, let's exaggerate that a little bit. Let's go to frame 200, and we'll just translate the jaw back to our left slightly, like that. Scrub through. Okay, and what we're going to work on now is actually at the end where the character's about done talking. We're going to have a little mouth roll, okay, where the jaw is gonna roll, and it's again going to add to the appeal of the jaw movement. So let's get ready for that. What we can do is first go to about frame 213, and on 213 we'll now move the jaw more to our right, about, let's see, about there. Now we'll have it roll to our left, and let's do that on frame 219. So on 219 we'll now just move the jaw more to our left to have it roll like that. Notice that arc we're getting now from the jaw. And to complete the roll, for now, let's go to frame 226, and we'll move the jaw a little bit more to our left, like that. Okay. Now let's go to our end frame, our last frame, and have the jaw moving all the way till there, just subtly. So on that frame, we'll move it slightly to the left, like that. Okay. Now let's do a play blast to see if we like the movement that we're getting. So we'll go to our face cam. We're actually there already, so we could just hit spacebar in our face cam. Adjust the view somewhat, like that. Hide the NURBS curves, and do a play blast. Hey there! Have you seen the rest of my body? So here we see the improvement that was made from our animation just by doing a simple translate X pass of the jaw. But we still have more work to do on it. So that completes this lesson, and in the next lesson we're actually going to complete our translate X pass.